What's going on? Well, I wanted to make something special for you for the Super Bowl being tomorrow. What better than zucchini lasagna? Alright, so as always, I appreciate you watching my videos, hopefully sharing them with your friends if you find some value out of them. If you haven't done so yet, please click on the button down there to subscribe, then the little bell icon right over there so that you'll be notified every time I post new content or I go live. And every Sunday I do a keto Q&A live stream up here on YouTube to help answer any of your keto related questions. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time. Just come on up here to my channel. I'll be streaming live. Type in your keto related question and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. So what you're going to need is approximately 3 zucchinis, okay? And it's going to weigh out to about 27.7 ounces. You're going to need 2 eggs, 4 ounces of fresh sliced mushrooms, 7 ounces of ricotta cheese, 6 slices of provolone cheese, 8 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese, a 1/4 cup of good culture cottage cheese or an equivalent. Now what I mean by equivalent is I have the Wegmans brand organic cottage cheese right here. We get it at Wegmans, our local grocery store. Now I also looked at the good culture, and this has all the same ingredients, which are organic grade A skim milk, organic grade A milk, organic grade A cream, salt, and live active cultures. That's all that's in this. None of that maltodextrin crap, all that stuff that messes up your keto. Now, the Wegmans brand is the only other one I know besides Good Culture that is that good, okay? So be careful with cottage cheese, especially when it's containing maltodextrin and stuff like that. You don't want that in keto. So either Good Culture or find your local store brand that's organic that has only them ingredients. You're going to need 3 cups of Raoul's marinara sauce. This is all we use. This is perfect for keto, okay? You're going to need salt and pepper to taste. All right? So what I did here is I julienned my zucchini. So check this out. They're like lasagna noodles, okay? So check that out. Ain't that cool? Just like lasagna noodles. I'm going to show you really quick how I did that. So I have the zucchini here, have this awesome little tool. It's got a shredder on it, a julienner, and a grater, okay? So then let me move this out of the way. So now it also has like a pickle type of blade on this side, but we're going to do this side because we just want them to be flat. So you cut off both ends, wash your zucchini, and just push it right through there like this. And this is a smaller zucchini, but you see how it's making them? So when you buy the zucchini to do this recipe, just make sure you try to get bigger zucchinis. So, but look at that noodle. It's like a lasagna noodle. So then you just do all 3 zucchinis like that. Okay? Now the macros for this, with my ingredients, okay, you might be using different brands of stuff, I don't know. But the macros for this, look how many that made. And they'll be perfect like lasagna noodles, okay? But the macros for this, with my ingredients, you get 9 servings, okay? We're not making a lot because this is just, for like a little thing to go with the Super Bowl food. But we're going to use this pan, right? It's a 7x7. We're going to make a cut here, a cut here, a cut here, and a cut here. And that's going to make 9 servings, all right? So they're going to be, decent little size, but then you'll have it with some other stuff, so that way you don't want to have a lot of carbs and stuff because you want to be able to have more than one thing, all right? So 9 servings, each serving has 205 calories, 14 grams of fat, 14 grams of protein, and 5 grams of net carbs. So if you had one of these, okay, Super Bowl Sunday, I'm not going to eat except for during the Super Bowl at the Super Bowl party, right? So I'm going to get 5 grams from my lasagna. I'm going to have some of this pound cake that I made. That might be, 3 net carbs, so I'm up to 8. I'm going to have some other things. I made some chicken wing dip, stuff like that. I'm going to add it all up so I don't go over 20 grams of carbs. That'd be my one meal tomorrow. So That's how you succeed on keto, all right? So let's get making this. I'm going to show you how to do this here. All right, so I have this 7x7 pan. I dinged it up a little bit, so I'm just straightening it really quick. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this 3/4 of the sauce, put a little bit, maybe a little over, I would say 1/8 of the cup. And then I'm just going to take a tablespoon, a metal one. I'm going to spread this out a little bit. Maybe just a little bit more. The bottom coat, you know, you want to get just a little bit more in there because that's going to be the one on the very bottom, so that's going to get the most heat. Okay, so I just put a little sauce in there, nothing major. Then I'm just going to take these zucchini, I'll call them lasagna noodles, lay them in here, okay. And once I get that side done, then I'll come over from this side, lay one right there. I'm just going to have to cut this one just a little bit. That way it fits in the pan nicely. Then I'll use one of these ones because I want to use these up too. I don't want to waste them, you know. Put a little piece right there. So I don't know if you can see that, but I got sauce in there, then a layer of the zucchini. I'm going to take the cottage cheese and the ricotta, mix that together, okay? And I'm also going to take the 2 eggs, mix them in there as well, okay? You just want to mix this up really good here. Now, I'm not baking this tonight, but what you would do, let me find the directions here, is you would bake this on 375-degree Fahrenheit oven for 30 to 40 minutes or until it's hot and bubbly and the top is browned. Okay, so we just want to mix this up really good here. Make sure you get it all well incorporated. And the eggs and everything are really going to help all of this stick together. Now the way I'm going to do this, right? Now this is a meatless lasagna, so you could add some ground beef or some ground Italian sausage, but you're going to have to put that in your macros. And you know what I suggest to everybody is, you know, when you get my recipes, right? Put them in your carb manager and with the ingredients that you're using, and you'll get the most accurate macros. Because you might not be using the same products as me. That I don't know. Alright, so now I'm going to grab another tablespoon here. And, you know, I got all this well incorporated. Now I'm just going to take this, spread it out on the zucchini. You know, you don't want it really thick. You want it to just be like, you know, you're putting butter on it or something. Make sure you get all of the zucchini. Spread it around. Okay, now we got the zucchini on there, right? Now we're going to grab the mozzarella and the provolone, which I have right here. I shred my own cheese, so that's why it's in the refrigerator like that. Now I'm going to use 2 pieces of the provolone. I'll get 2 of these out. Now I'm going to rip these in half, okay? And I'll put one over here, one over here. Rip this one in half. Put one there, one there. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little area around each piece. It's going to melt. Okay? Then we're going to put a little more of this sauce. Okay, just a little more. And spread that out. Okay, and then once you have that spread out, grab your mozzarella cheese. Just sprinkle some on top of the sauce. Not a lot, you know, we want to make a whole pan here. Okay, that's probably enough. And then we're going to take more zucchini noodles that I julienne myself. And now this time you want to lay them the opposite direction. And you know, if they're a little long, you're going to have to cut a little bit off. No big deal. Get that there. Just go all the way across, cut off the little piece so it'll fit down in the pan nicely. and grab another one. Do the same thing, cut off a little piece so it lays down in the pan. And if I have another wide one here, there's another one. Put that right in here, cut off the little piece again, bam, and then I'll show you. Okay, so now there's that layer, right? So now I'm going to put in the egg mixture. The egg, the ricotta cheese, the cottage cheese. Just spread that out over all of the noodle. Okay, and then I'll show you. That's with the ricotta egg mixture on there. Now I'm going to put 2 more pieces of provolone. Just put these together, fold them in half so you can rip them. Set one over here, one over here, and the other one's over here, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to put some more of the sauce. Spread that out with this tablespoon. And you know, you can use a little more sauce too if you'd like. And, you know, it's all up to you. You could take my recipes. I got no problem with you taking my recipes, altering them and making them your own. I'm just trying to give you a baseline, you know, so that way you can succeed on keto. You can come up with your own recipes. Share them. I would love to try some. Okay, so now I forgot to put the mushrooms on the last layer, so I'm going to put some mushrooms on this layer. And, you know, just, you want to use about, you probably won't even use 4 ounces because I forgot to put them on the first time. But you just want to lay them flat in here. You don't want big bunches of it. You just want, you know, spread through here so you get everybody gets a little bit. All right. Show you what this looks like. Okay. So there's that with the mushrooms on it. Now I'm going to put some more mozzarella on top. Okay. Now I'm going to put another layer of zucchini noodles. And now I'm going to have to change this recipe up because obviously I'm not using as much stuff as I thought. So I'm going to have to, oops, I got to lay these the other way. Or actually, yeah, I'll lay them like this. You know, just lay them in like you would lasagna noodles. Okay, and then I'm going to just go to the edge here and cut off this little extra so it'll fit down in there. This one just needs a sliver cut off. None cut off that one, and then just a sliver off this one. Okay, and then I'm going to push this down a little bit so everything gets nice and packed together. So now there we are there, right? So now, I already used all the sauce, okay? So now I'm going to put some of this egg ricotta mixture on the top. Just make sure you get it on all of the zucchini. Okay, and I will also put the actual recipe up here in the description because like I said, I got to alter it a little bit. And then I'm going to use 2 more pieces of provolone. Rip them in half. Set them like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to take the rest of my mozzarella, sprinkle it across the top. Now if you wanted to, which I didn't add in the macros, You could sprinkle a little Parmesan cheese on top of this, just to give it one more, one more layer of cheese, one more flavor for you to taste. And push that down, okay? And then I'm just going to take some salt and pepper over the top. I always use cracked black pepper and pink Himalayan salt. Especially doing keto, you want to make sure you get this pink Himalayan salt. Okay, so there is your pan of lasagna. And let me bring it over here where you can see it. So look at that, folks. Meatless lasagna. It's going to be delicious. And again, you're going to cook this for 30 to 40 minutes on 375 till it's hot and bubbly and the top is starting to brown. So now I'm just going to take a piece of foil. Okay, get my foil out here. And then I'm going to put this right on the top. Go around, seal it. Seal it up nicely. I'm going to put this in the fridge until tomorrow. And then when I go to bake it, I'm going to leave the foil right on it. Or actually, no, I'll probably take the foil off because if not, all the cheese will stick to the foil. Alright? So like I said, I'm going to edit the recipe in the description, and I'll be sharing a paper one up on Facebook. If you don't follow me up on Facebook or Instagram, just go up there and in the search bar type in hashtag Tim Harris Live and you'll find some of my content. Then you can either become my friend on Facebook or just follow me. I share all kinds of stuff up on Facebook. I'm trying to share more stuff up on YouTube. Like this video, for example, will only be shared on Facebook from YouTube. So you won't find this on Facebook. This is a YouTube only, all right? So thanks again. I'll see you all later. Bye.